Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Stories for Beginners. On this channel, stories become your teacher. We practice with the shadowing technique. Listen carefully, then repeat after me. Copy my voice, my speed, and my feeling. This trains your brain to think in English instead of translating. Today's story is called I Got Lost in Montana. You will practice real English for asking directions, reading road signs, using a paper map, talking to rangers, staying safe on trails, and keeping calm when there is no phone signal. Stay until the end, and you will feel your English grow step by step. Are you ready? Let's begin. Big sky, small plan.
My name is Anna. I flew into Bozeman in the morning. The sky was wide and clear. Mountains stood dark against the light. My plan was simple. Rent a car, hike a short trail, be back before sunset.
Car rental reality.
I reached the rental desk. I showed my driver's license and card. The agent asked for my return time. I said, by 6, if roads are clear. He circled the road on a paper map. He warned me about a spotty phone signal. I put the map in my jacket. I told myself, paper first, phone second.
First, wrong turn.
I left the airport feeling confident. The highway split after 10 minutes. A sign flashed road work, expect delays. I followed a detour without thinking. I did not match it to the map. I told myself, it's fine, it's west. A half hour passed in open fields. Something felt quietly wrong.
No bars.
I checked my phone for a signal. No bars, no data, only the clock. Wind moved through the yellow grass. A hawk circled far above me. The road ran empty in both directions. I pulled onto a safe shoulder. I unfolded the paper map slowly. My thumb covered the wrong town.
Ask, don't goose.
A pickup truck slowed beside me. The driver lifted his hat and waved. Need a hand? He asked gently. I said, I think I took the wrong turn. He pointed back toward the junction. 2 miles, then left toward the pass. I repeated, 2 miles and left. I thanked him and turned around.
Gas and questions.
At the junction, I saw a small station. I stopped for fuel and water. Inside, a clerk marked my route. She said, the canyon gets narrow. Watch for rockfall after rain. Keep your headlights on early. I bought a local road atlas. Paper never needs charging.
Trailhead Surprise.
The trailhead sign was half buried in snow. A notice warned of ice on the boardwalk. I tightened my boots and added microspikes. I clipped bear spray to my hip belt. A shuttle schedule hung by a thumbtack. Last bus, 4:45 p.m. sharp. I set an alarm for 4:10 p.m. I started with steady steps.
Junction Confusion.
2 paths split near a fallen tree. Footprints led both ways in the snow. The official arrow pointed left and up. The wider path drifted right and down, I said. Signs over footprints. I chose the narrow marked route. Clouds moved fast across the ridge. I kept my pace even and calm.
Weather turns.
A soft snow began to fall. The wind rose without warning. I put on my rain shell and hood. I checked time, distance, and water. My alarm still said 4 hours left. I told myself, small steps, steady breath. The ridge faded into pale gray. I walked by sound and blazes.
Lost moment.
A sudden white patch hid the trail. Blazes disappeared behind drifting snow. My footprints blurred in minutes. I stopped, not one step further. I took a bearing with the map and trees. I marked my spot with a bright scarf. Panic asked me to hurry. I answered with slow breaths.
Voice on the wind.
I called out, "Hello there." A faint voice answered from below. "Trails over here stay high." I moved toward the voice carefully. A ranger appeared through the snow. His jacket was bright and steady. He pointed to a hidden marker. "Stay on the crest. Drift pulls right."
Learning from the ranger.
We walked together for a while. He asked about my plan in return. I told him about the last shuttle. He nodded and checked his watch. "Turn back at your halfway time," he said. He showed me 3 wells and cornice edges. He repeated, "Read signs, not footsteps." I thanked him for the lesson.
Turning back on time.
My alarm buzzed in the quiet snow. I turned around without debate. Clouds began to thin to silver. The ridge opened like a narrow road. I saw my scarf below a small pine. The trail reappeared in weak sun. I took a photo of the junction sign. Next time, my eyes would find it faster.
The empty lot.
I reached the trailhead before 4. The lot stood almost empty. A raven called from a roof beam. I brushed snow from my jacket. I checked the shuttleboard again. My phone showed 1 bar, then none. I put it away and watched the road. The wind dropped to a soft breath.
Shuttle Scare.
4:30 came and went. No shuttle rolled up the hill. A couple waited with me in silence. We shared the last granola bar. A faint engine sound grew slowly. Headlights curved into the lot. The driver opened the door and waved. "Sorry, folks, slow going in the canyon."
Descent and debrief.
We rode down in quiet relief. The driver spoke about icy corners. He said, "Never chase the schedule. Protect your margin on days like this." I wrote those words in my notebook. Margin meant water, layers, and time. It meant turning back without drama. It meant asking for help early.
Night drive lesson.
Back in town, I checked the map again. The fastest road looked dark and empty. I chose the slower road with lights. I turned on the headlights early and steadily. I kept both hands light on the wheel. A deer crossed near the river bend. I braked smoothly and waited. The road belonged to both of us.
Warm food, clear mind.
At the diner, I ordered hot stew. Steam rose like a small cloud. I wrote new words on a napkin. Trailhead, cornice, canyon, margin. I underlined them twice for memory. My hands finally stopped shaking. Getting lost had become learning. Fear had become a careful skill.
Packing for tomorrow.
Back at the hotel, I spread my gear. I dried gloves on the heater rack. I folded the paper map into quick access. I placed a headlamp in a top pocket. I moved snacks to an easy pouch. I set 2 alarms for the morning. I wrote a simple plan on a card. I slept with quiet confidence.
What Montana taught me.
Montana taught me to pause. It taught me to ask before guessing. It taught me to trust signs, not crowds. It taught me to turn back on time. It taught me that paper maps matter. It taught me that calm is a tool. I came for views and adventure. I left with skills I can keep.
Great job today. You listened, repeated, and shadowed each line with me. I Got Lost in Montana shows how calm, thinking, clear questions, and simple tools can turn fear into learning. Shadowing works the same way, one line at a time. Your English becomes smooth and natural. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to English Stories for Beginners for more shadowing practice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new story. One page, one story, one step your English will grow. Thank you for learning with me. See you in the next video.